Howdy, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here. I had a minor delay here because today, of all days, EA, and they may have done it earlier in the week, but EA finally forced the Origins out. And so, for me, Mass Effect has been on Origins, so I'm trying to adjust my chair here. It's not working. And so when they changed it to the EA app, I thought that was supposed to happen at the beginning of the year, but it never happened. But they just decided, I guess, sometime this week, maybe today, that today was the day. So I had to get all that started. So anyway, it's good to see everybody. Let me take a look here. Yes, Master. Hello, Bree. Yeah, we got to 70. We were at 68, I think, yesterday. So yeah, we are now at 70. And we're supposed to have a celebration stream tomorrow on Twitch, and there we'll have like a raffle. We'll give away some BioWare gift cards for people who have been watching the channel. You know, there's nothing you purchase out of pocket. Okay, it's just raffle point. It's just points that you have collected by watching the stream. You use those points, and it randomizes the drawing, so hopefully that'll go to somebody who wants to use them. So let me see here. Yeah, the commands really aren't supposed to be working. I kind of disabled them, so I don't know why that's going on, but I'll look at it later. Right now I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I did disable the commands on the Streamlabs thing, so I don't know where they're coming from, but it's just as well. We're gonna do another lore stream where we my voice is so much better than last week, but it's still not 100%. So if you see me constantly going for my water, that's why. But hopefully everybody's doing good. Let's see here. Got everything on. We left off on Noveria. We got a lot of people to talk to. We just, this is an Insanity run, so on one side, I just want to get it done. On the other side, it's like, well, you kind of need the XP, you know? So I've got Liara and I got Garrus, and we're going to get in here and do this. So anyway, I've already talked to the main guy here who regulates stuff. So we're gonna go talk to some people in the hotel and get into some trouble. So, but yeah, it's good to see you guys. It's another Friday, another YouTube stream. I really enjoy streaming on YouTube. I mean, it's been I enjoy doing it on Twitch too. It's just that YouTube, I have a lot less things I have to worry about. Ads being one of them. Here's Lily Hyrex. I can never remember this guy's name. This guy, he's interesting, but I can never remember his name. Like if I would have like a trivia pursuit question about Mass Effect, I would probably get this wrong because I wouldn't be able to remember his name.
Spectre, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for Maiko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Anoleus, and a matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
Okay.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keene was on the take. Anoleus shut down SI's offices. quiet like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have
Lee.
a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
I am one of them. I don't remember. Lily Hyrix. For whatever reason, I cannot remember that.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Ananias or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Okay.
I have to go.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Yeah, I mean, they just won't let us by for now. We got a lot to do, so let's just get it done. I might have enough Paragon, though, to be able to do this whole area, Paragon. But, yeah, doesn't respond. Temporary close. We have to have access. So how do we get access? Well, that's what we're about to do next. But, let's see. I remember the first time I did Mass Effect 1 in this particular quest, I was just like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? This is ridiculous. Why I gotta go this way, gotta go that way, and then this door's closed and that door's closed. Codex. And then you have like this little, like nothing, least of nothing. I was just like, nah, this is ridiculous. I have a feeling that when they made this area that they were like, okay, we want to give a sense of space and ambiance and immersion, but we're not going to put much there. And I still feel like that. I think that they just do it to make it feel like it's bigger than what it is. All right, here we go. And then she's going to talk to us.
I need a moment of your time.
All right, Marlene.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
Real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
So, you know, the Asari are very protective of their own interests. And you see that when you go to the Asari planets. They are advanced, and if they wanted to, they could probably have uplifted many species prior to the modern times. But they've kind of kept it to themselves. And like I said, as you find out in 3 mainly, Mass Effect 3, that a lot of their secrets are even hidden from themselves. They don't even know. So only like the top high-ranking Asari know how deep that goes for the secrets. And so this is not unusual. So her asking you to do this, to infiltrate a corporation, which on the surface kind of makes a certain logic, you know. So like, well, maybe they're using our copyrights to find out, you know, this technology that we own. And that's true. I mean, she's got a point, but that's not the entire story. I mean, she's even kind of close to like how deep you know, that actually goes.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
I'll do it.
Interesting plan. I'm in.
Excellent. Here's the cracking device. You will know it is done when it beeps. I've assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
So it's funny, you're kind of doing a renegade action using Paragon points. It's kind of a unique quest in that way.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services. I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck.
Yeah.
If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Me too. Let's see if we can't do that now. I'm curious. I wonder if we do have. Let me see where we're at. We are at. We're at 3 plus. Well, almost 4 full blocks. 3.5, 3/4 or something like that of Paragon. I think we might have enough. Let's see.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas? Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Military. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
It's customary to perform minor genetic upgrades on enlistment. I've been assigned to see what BH has to offer.
It was my understanding that the Alliance contracted to Mars Gene for its enhancement programs.
I'm sure you know that we pass a new budget every fiscal year. If it delivers a better soldier, contracts can change.
A sound business practice. Excuse my hesitation, I've never heard a government accused of good business sense. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in ZG muscle degeneracy.
I've never heard of a technique that improves zero-gravity endurance.
It's a first for the industry. The advent of Element Zero-based artificial gravity made it a less pressing concern. We're still waiting for tests to give us an average improvement. We estimate a 7 to 11% decrease in muscle loss rates. I can get you those improvements for 30K credits per head. For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package, guaranteed 20/15 vision, and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
So we're going to say, what about distribution? But that's pretty interesting because he's talking about like muscle loss when it's a zero gravity. However, there's so much that we do that is gravity induced. So I don't know where that would take us. But anyway, it's not important. We don't care about all that. So guaranteed 20/15 vision and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz. That can be good and bad.
How would you distribute the upgrades? Retroviral injections would take some time.
Well, it does take time to upgrade a body with adjusted DNA. Skin cells could be replaced in 2 weeks, but the liver takes over a year, and the skeleton a decade. For frontline units, we can speed the process with full system transfusions and injections to stimulate regrowth. It would still take 6 months to see results. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely legal.
Ah, crap. So we're just short of, yeah, unlocking that. Yeah.
Does Binary Helix have any less than above-board projects? I'll keep my source confidential.
Certainly not. Our corporate reputation is sterling. I can assure you all of Binary Helix's operations on Noveria are strictly on the level.
Sorry, Mr. Vargas. That's a call I have to take. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to
So we got it, but, you know, I was hoping to, like, press a little bit more so we could kind of, like, see.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Oh, well, screw you. Okay.
What sort of offer did they make you?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to.
I don't think there's anything back here. Yeah, there's nothing. This is exactly what I was saying, is that there's so much on this particular planet in this early part that just makes you kind of think that there's stuff to do, but there's really nothing. It's just go here, go there, and then, you know, go there, and then we go to the garage. And that's what we want to do. We just want to get to the garage.
If you like that sort of
Let's talk to her so we can get our points real quick, and then we'll talk to Laura King.
Any results?
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
Well, since we're going to be all like that, let's try to get her to give us a little bit more.
Only 500. All right. I thought you might have wanted to provide more since you couldn't do it yourself, I mean.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750.
Ooh.
Good day, Spectre.
Ooh, 750. Bye. Renegade +2. So there we go. We got some. But we used our Paragon points to give us Renegade. It's kind of unique, you know. It's kind of interesting. All right, let's talk to Laura King.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keen? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
We do.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
An interesting coincidence. Why, yes it is.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analaeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Okay. I'm interested.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion?
Blame the...
Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
Let's see.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute.
So, I'm also...
Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Yes, I will try. That means... Now, see, when you go downstairs, there's usually a couple of people you talk to. And they're like, okay, we'll leave. And then they fight you anyway. I mean... But I do think that if we talk to Matsui, that she'll... There's something we can spare her, and that's what I'm going to try to do real quick. It's been a while since I ran that way. I think I'm going to do a Renegade next run, and in which case we could just you know blow by all that stuff. So we'll check it out. Did I buy the license from the Hanar? I mean the Hanar. Let me take a look here.
How may this one assist?
Show me what you're selling.
Of course.
Standard. I think I did. Yes, I did. I already bought the license. That's what I really wanted. Okay. Very good. Oh, and I forgot to change this over here. There we go. All right. Oh. There. Okay. Never. Okay. We'll talk to Matsui real quick. Now, I did talk to her before we did any of this stuff. We got a little bit of her background information, but I'm trying to remember if she does say something different. after talking to Laura King. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, this is how Noveria is built. I don't know who designed Noveria, but it's a lot of like this way, that way, this way, that way. Oh, yeah. See, she's not here anymore. She's probably in the garage at this point then. Huh. That's right. Okay, that's right. I had already talked to her anyway, so it's no big deal. Hey, guy. What's up? He's got kind of a unique look. He's got like that dark brown mandible area. Pretty neat. All right. Well, let's go back. Yeah, because as soon as you go into that his office area, they're gonna try to attack you. But I know you can kind of set it up to where they'll, you know, if you have enough Paragon points, they'll walk off. But they fight you anyway, so it's kind of a weird thing. We could talk to Parsini, but I don't think it's gonna make any difference. Let me just see what she's got to say. Just so we can cover all of our bases. You can't say we didn't try. I do like Gianna. I wish there was more of her. I wish she was in 3.
How can I help you?
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave
Yeah,
Hanshan.
nothing new.
Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
I've
Okay.
taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is
No
my
problem.
job, after all.
All right. Well, then we've exhausted all of our options. We apparently have talked to everybody we needed to. So let's go do it. Time to get dirty. All right. Now this is the that's the hotel. It's a nice little effect. I don't remember what this looked like pre-legendary. I don't remember if the snow was going across the tops of the windows like that. I remember it was snowing, obviously, but I don't remember if it looked like that or not. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's not letting me save. Let me back out of there. So I just want to make sure. There we go. So we don't have to do that over again. We don't want any bugs. All right. See these guys right here. We should be able to talk to them.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keen gave me a pass in.
Keen? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
So we can do this. Paragon says you're here illegally. Or you're here illegally, yeah.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Sounds good. And yet, we have everybody to fight now. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Garrett should go around that way. Liara, you go that way. Alright, let's go. I gotta get my powers to regenerate. they're not even here. They're upstairs. Let's do this. Let's get some loot. Oh, some decent loot. Cover my backs, y'all. Okay. Let's go. Should be... Yeah, one right here. Did you get him, Liar? No. Ooh. Okay. All right. There was one back here. He was just hiding behind in this room. I thought maybe it was upstairs. Okay, let's... Ooh. For an easy one, this is tricky. Okay. We have... It's not any better than what we got, so... Let's go upstairs. That's where we need to be. Garrus? You coming, buddy? There you go. Always waiting on Garrus. I don't typically take him in most of my playthroughs. I don't know, he's just a little quirky when it comes to like squad assignments. He always seems to be like buggy, like this guy. Like I'm telling him to like go over here, and he's just oh no, that's Liara. But I mean, like if I tell Garrus to go there, he gets stuck. I don't know what it is with him. He's just, and he dies a little too easily for me. Yeah. Now this fight, when I come out of the getting the passkey thing, I sometimes will die. They catch me off guard. So if I die, just be warned. It's likely, actually. Ooh, rail extension. I mean, I'm going to try not to, but it is possible. So... Okay, level 6. That's not bad. Yeah, they kind of ambush you right here, and sometimes they'll get you. Let's get this crate. A gladiator. That'd be good for Ash. Oops. I may go with my shotgun. Yeah. There we go. Wall safe. Let's... Ooh. Cryo round. See, that's... whatever. Okay. And this is what we want. We download the evidence from Loric's computer. Okay. And now comes the ambush. Let's see. And even if I tell Garrus and Liara go up there first, I mean, nothing happened. Where are they? Oh, there they are. They're over there goofing off. Oh boy. All right, you guys stay right there then. I just don't want Liara to die real quick, being in the wrong position.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Who are you? She was the one that was in, when we first got to Noveria. She was kind of like the loudmouth one next to the commander person who confronted us. But she was like really, really belligerent with us.
You have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
Well, maybe not.
Annaleas would throw you off world for what you did
She looks very similar, though. Same haircut, same hair.
You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
See, and this is where he said they didn't give me a choice. I gave them the choice, and then they walked out, but then I still have to fight them.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Ooh, we got her out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna put on my barrier because this is getting heated. May have to switch weapons because they're staying a little too far back. Got that one. Who is... There we go. That's better. Okay. Gotta just take it a little slow here. Let's see. Okay. Everybody good? Garrus, Liara. Liara, where are you going? I want you to go this way. We gotta flush him out. Let's go. There's one more back here. Let's get him. I'll go that way. I'm going to go this way. Oh my goodness. Look, Liara just shot him across the whole room. Chill, Liara. Chill, Liara. All right. Well, I think we're done here. Good job, y'all. High fives. High fives all the way around. Good job. Good job. I die a lot during that battle. Because they just kind of like, you know, get up on you. And you're not really at that level where you're like super
Commander,
elite.
there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
There you go. We unlocked the special dialogue. It's not really a special dialogue, but it is interesting. All this just so that we can go across to the other side. And then when we're there, it's a whole set of different issues. But I guess that's why I kind of like us doing Novaria now, because it's probably my least favorite of the main missions. Although I don't mind it. It's just there's all this like back and forth, and then you know, like when you're on the other side with the Rachni, you got to go to the hot labs. You got to go this way, go that way. You don't have to do all of it. You can just go straight and get it done, but you miss out on a lot of XP by just not talking to this person, not talking to that person. But unless you probably have done it a few times, I mean, there's no way you would know where all those people are. It just does make sense. There's no continuity to it. And there's a guy up here that's kind of interesting. He talked to this doorman. It's off limits with a corporate account.
The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
This one right here, the Solarian.
Don't hang up. Elder brother?
He has an
It's me.
interesting little
I'm on
dialogue
Novaria
that
now.
you get to overhear.
I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time from the Traverse. Did you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here with Synthetic Insights. The manager, Lorik Kiem, he got caught with his toes wet. The office is closed by Hanshin's administrator. I need you to see what you can find out about... Are you ready for his name? Ronadril, Gan, Swa, Folsum, Keratin, Nar, Ead, Belanaleus. No, that's the administrator. The Hanshan administrator. Well, think about it. A Turian wouldn't risk getting his office closed. They don't compromise their team. That's drilled into them from boot camp. I think the administrator is using this Keen fella to draw flies from his own clutch. Of course I could look it up myself. But do you think I'm likely to get any unfiltered data through Novaria's own network? That, and it would take forever for any out-system search results to get back here. Thank you, Elder Brother. I have to go. Yes.
See?
I'll speak to you soon.
So they're all suspecting Analeus, the administrator of the whole place. So, and then when we talked to the Hanner, I think this is the guy that he was supposed to sell his stuff to.
Beat it.
Beat it. He's just up here doing nothing. So, let's do this decryption. Boom, boom, boom. The security is disabled. See, I could have done that first, I guess. I didn't even think about it. Completely forgot. So if we don't have the pass card, we could do that. But whatever. No big deal. We got it all done. XP is XP, y'all. Now let's talk to Miss Parsini.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parsini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Analeus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Analeus. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, "This month I stole 3 million credits." Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Analeus' guilt in one package.
Okay.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Analeus' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Analeus is driving customers away.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Analeus is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
Okay.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Okay.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Okay.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Okay, what was in the crates?
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
Okay. All right, I'll help you.
All right. I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
What sort of offer did they make you?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They'd only write them down on thin strip.
Full benefits, of course.
All right. So let's talk to him. I don't think there's anything else we got to do.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
But what about the matriarch?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Is it Odyssey? I'm so used to reading the dialogues in most of the games I play. This was fully voiced, so just bear with me.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
Don't be like that, Liara. You know what you're doing.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
Do you know why Benezia's here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
Okay.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Eneleus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
This is damn right I will. That's the nice thing about doing Renegade, is that sometimes you have like the perfect right answer. And it's like, yeah, I've got your stuff. I did all your stuff for you. And damn right I'll use your evidence against, to tell you, to dictate how you'll use it. Because without me, you wouldn't have it. And not only that, I need something and you're not giving it to me. And so it's not going to be one way. So sometimes like the Renegade answer is the right way to go, but it's grayed out for us. So
everyone on this station is chafing under Eneleus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Eneleus. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify.
Paragon 24.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
See, that's also a good reason to do Noveria fairly early when you can. It's tricky. Like, obviously, we weren't like super high on Paragon, but we weren't quite low either. We were 3 bars, and we weren't able to unlock everything with this guy, although we were able to get a couple Renegade points out of the whole thing. But if we look at our level now, we're a full 6 bars, and we were like, what, 3.5? Yeah, I think we're at 3.5, maybe 4.5. I think we're at 3.5, but that put us at a full 6 bars. So that's pretty good. That should go a long way for being able to, oh, let's see. Oh, Krogan heavy armor. Interesting. But that should go a long ways for us to be able to, do further dialogue stuff, like when we go across to the lab areas. Let's see here. I don't think we have anything better than what we already got on. It's kind of hard to beat this stiletto at the moment. And then, ooh, that's a little bit better actually. Not by much, but it is. And Garrus, what you got? He's already got that. Liara, what kind of... Oh yeah, I guess that's better for her. Maybe that edge is better too. Yeah, its DPS is a little bit better. Oh, I totally forgot to give her her new amp. So yeah, we want to give her the Polaris for sure. That should make her pretty deadly when we go across. Garrus, I mean, he's got it. I don't care about his Omni tool, to be honest. But that's fine. Let's see here. Banana, hey, you gonna abuse the infinite Renegade points since you love Renegade so much? No, there is. I don't know if they fixed that. There is a way in Mass Effect 2 to max out your Paragon and Renegade with the dialogue that you have with Samara when you are given the option to what happened to my music? When you're given the option to like choose her daughter or you can actually loop it, and it can maximize both Paragon and or Renegade, whatever you want. But I don't know if they fixed that. I haven't done that in years. It's good to see you, Banana. How are you doing? I don't know if there's an exploit in Mass Effect 1 though. I know about that one, but I don't know about 1. Yeah, Paragon and Renegade are kind of hard to come by until they're not in this game. It's like once you, like, you'll do a mission like this Lorraine one and you'll get a ton of Paragon, and then like you'll like do an entire planet and it's like, you know, not even half the Paragon points that you could get.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me.
Yeah, so YouTube has their own emotes and things too, so
right.
they're not anything, of course, I put out there, but I think they're kind of neat. I haven't had a chance to play with them too much, and I don't catch. I watched a few other people's streams, and they're just so different, you know, from Twitch.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now I just feel like a long day of work is ending.
I like Gianna. I really like Gianna.
And I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something
you a
easy
beer.
to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
I owe you a beer. Remember that, because you'll get that beer. And she unlocks some interesting dialogue that I think could come back into play for Mass Effect 4. I think. I don't know. How would I have no idea. I'm just following the breadcrumbs. So now that he's gone, we can loot his safe. Now we can go across to Peak 15. We are finally done with this area. Hey everyone. Hey, it's Buckbeak. I hope everyone's weekend is going good. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I just started not even an hour ago. And I knew we were going to be spending a lot of time doing this dialogue stuff. So, you know, I was just kind of going through the motions. It's good to see you, though. It's good to see you. What I'm debating is whether or not to take Garrus and Liara. Like, historically, I almost always bring Liara to Peak 15. Why? Well, because of the Matriarch. But I don't know. I'm thinking I want to bring Garrus and Rex, you know? Because there's such an interesting combo. You know, I've seen it referred to often, kind of like Gimli and Legolas, and it's very similar, you know, because they're always like comparing numbers. They're always like, you know, trying to one up each other, and they're definitely a tag team duo. And when you see Rex again in 3, he's like, oh, you know, if I had to be stuck with a Turian, I'm glad it's you. And you know, it's just interesting. So if you don't bring Rex and Garrus, I mean, it's okay, but there's so many like little lines between the two that it's really worth it. And maybe when we do Pharos, I'll do Rex and Garrus, and yeah. But if we do Liara and Garrus, I'm worried that Garrus may not be enough for all these Rachni. when I did the Peak 15 part the first time, I didn't bring Liara. Yeah, and it's understandable. You don't have to. I mean, it's just the only thing you miss out in the entire thing is the conversation she has with her mom. So it's not something that's, you're gonna, you have to do. You still get to talk to Liara afterwards, and she still gets to talk about, the whole situation, but it seems to be a little bit more of an immersion thing when she's with you. Plus, she's really a powerhouse when it comes to biotics. And so I'm pure tech. She's pure biotic. And having somebody who's in between could really help. I'll be honest with you. Kaidan actually might be really good here. I get that. Yeah, Kaidan might actually be really good here. But I'm not going to bring Kaidan. I'd have to level him and equip him. And I'm not doing all that. I'm not going to do that until we get to near the bomb. Because he's got to help the squad over there. Although you don't technically have to do anything, and he'll do just fine. But yeah, I remember bringing Garrus and Ashley. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think in Mass Effect 1, it's really, really interesting to bring Garrus and Rex along for most of your missions, and you get some really unique dialogues when you do that. It's a lot of fun. What I'm debating right now is whether or not to bring Garrus. Because Ashley would really, really, really help for this area. Rex would help too. Yeah, let's do Rex. You know what? That makes sense, because if we bring Rex and we're doing the Rachni, he also has some interesting combos. So let's do that. Let's go get Rex, and we'll do Rex and Liara. Because once you go across to Peak 15, you can't come back. Yeah, traditionally, Buckbeak, I do bring Ashley a lot, because she has the most hit points, and until Rex gets leveled, she's pound for pound the most DPS. She's a powerhouse. She makes running in Mass Effect easy. Here we go. Here's Matsuo.
Commander, I'm glad you stopped to talk. I wanted to tell you how unfortunate it was that Analea Sama was caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
See?
Rest assured, I bear you no ill will.
Unfortunate. He was a criminal, Captain.
The Executive Board is not concerned with galactic law, Commander.
That's true.
That's why this planet was settled, after all. As far as they are concerned, Analea Sama went too far. On Noveria, you may do what you wish, so long as you do not disturb public order. I only request that you limit the number of disturbances you provoke. I would consider it a favor.
Bees, and the options are pretty limited on the first one. Yes, they are pretty limited. It's kind of like 3, really. Hey, how was I caught your stream up till I started streaming, so 70 subs. I know, Bees. We can thank Bees, because she definitely gave us a shout out on her stream. I'm telling you guys, she's going to make partner in Twitch like imminently. I mean, it's going to happen. There's nothing we can do to stop it. She is a powerhouse herself. Bees is the knees. But it's good to see you, Bees. Yeah, it's we've been doing just fine over here, and I just love this format. I love not having to worry about ads. I love just being able to chat with you guys and take it easy and not have to worry about anybody missing content, because in Twitch, what I like to do is that I'll stop the content, let the Twitch, because they'll tell me when they're going to do an ad, and so I'll force the ad, and I'll step away, get a drink or something. And I don't like doing it for myself either. So you're my fave. Oh, I'm taking you with me when we make it. I'm telling you, Bees is hilarious. Bees is genuinely a genuine person, and everything you see her do on her stuff is just so 100% Bees, and so you can't fake that. She's very good at what she does. Yeah, but I caught almost all your stream. I was just watching it the entire time, and then I had to, of course, go over here. And then this game, I didn't realize Origin. I knew Origin was going to go away, and the EA wanted its own app. It's the same thing. It's just it's not Origin anymore. It's gone. Sometime this week they got rid of it. So as I was about ready to go live, I had to download the EA app. I was like, oh my god, I'm not. if this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, I had a minor panic attack. Means a lot to me. Love you, buddy. And I thought, well, if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to stream something else and, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's good to see you, Bees. I will do my best.
I don't intend
So
to
this
make life
conversation-
difficult for anyone.
I appreciate that.
I really
Commander.
do like
If you'll
Matsuo.
excuse
She's
me,
great.
I must file reports on this incident.
Because
Good day.
even though she's a corporate officer and she's following the rules, and yes, she, you know, she's one of those that would definitely say, look, I was just following orders. That's her, that to a T. However, she's really good, and I really wish I could see her in 2 and or 3. Little mini breakdown before stream, the usual. Exactly. Yeah. You know. So I'm going to bring Rex and Liara. I think that's a pretty classic
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination
option. And then we'll...
logged. The commanding officer is aboard.
Okay, Rex and Liara. And see, normally I wouldn't even mind taking Liara and Tally here, but I am the tech person. I am the engineer in this thing, so I don't even see me bringing Tally possibly the rest of the game.
Equalizing interior pressure with
She's also a
exterior
powerhouse.
atmosphere.
You bring Tally and Ashley
Logged. The
to a lot of
commanding
these missions,
officer is ashore.
that's easy mode.
Exo Presley
That is
has
just
the deck.
easy mode. All right. So let's go to squad. Let's upgrade Rex. Sexy Rexy. And yeah, and see, and I said it at the beginning of the stream, but I turned off my little bot. The little Streamlabs bot. It's off. I don't know why it's going on right now. I don't know. Combat arm fitness. Master immunity. Yeah, let's do that actually. And then equipment. I think I found a better shotgun for him. Let me see real quick. No, I did not. He's got it. He's got the best one I could give him right now. But I may have found a rail extension is 6. Let's do that. And then now we're going to do, instead of shield, incendiary. Definitely. Let's do incendiary. Yeah, we're going to make Rex into a badass. Ooh, look at that. Mercenary armor. Ooh. Forgot how good that looked. Damn, Rex, you're looking good now. Look at you. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, Bees, I've been watching like Luxy Lou. She's been trying to stream again, and I saw her last couple of days. So I kind of just lurked there, and then there's somebody who I watch almost religiously, but I'm always at work when she's streaming. But she's from Portugal, and she made me a mod. So now it's like I have to watch that. So even though I try to catch some other people in the mornings and in the early afternoon, I have to watch her because she made me a mod. She didn't even ask me. She just made me a mod. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah. So here we go. Yeah. It's and I don't mind because I really do like her. She's a pleasure. Let's see here. Of course, I like all of you guys. I mean, I wouldn't even talk to half you guys if I didn't like you guys. I am blessed to know a lot of really, really good people. So that was nice. I'm going the wrong way again. Jeez, I got myself turned around. All I'm trying to do is get to the peak 15, and I got myself turned around. But yeah, I'm actually. It's a pleasure to know everybody that I do, and I wouldn't know you guys if it wasn't for streaming. So, you know, you can badmouth Twitch, you can badmouth YouTube or whatever, but I wouldn't know any of you guys had we not been streaming. So I'm gonna take a lurk real quick to shower. I'll be back. Okay, yeah, Bees, do what you gotta do.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
Yeah.
He was corrupt.
Most people here are. I wish you could take them all down. So what can I do for you today?
And that's all he has to say.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
He goes by Lee. And so Lily Hyrex. I mean, it's just so funny. I can never remember this guy's name, but I think it's because he just doesn't do anything. He's just here for, you know, immersion purposes. And that's it. Howdy.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I like her little pause. Access, because she's not convinced that what she's doing here, like she has the ability. She's looking at Rex and Liara and me and is like, access is restricted. I find Liara a little annoying in the first one, yes. But I think she makes up for it in the second and third one. That's a great point, Buckbeak, because I think that's intended. She is she's not really exposed to a whole lot by that point. Yes, she's been on dig sites for her archaeology stuff, and yes, she's had to, you know, make sure that her biotic skills, because she said that, you know, she's had to use them when dealing with like pirates, slavers, all this other stuff. You know, she's exposed to some things, but she's never had to deal with others, and she doesn't understand jokes, and so that there's a whole awkwardness that she has, and that slowly turns into a more rounded person. And she kind of becomes that in an exponential manner. So I've kind of said like Shepard is like human 3.0. I think Liara really is Asari 2.0. I mean, she really, her intelligence, her biotic powers, I mean, you name it, she doesn't really have a weakness in all that. She is, among Asari, she is elite. So, I mean, I think that's intended though. So I'm glad you kind of caught that, Buckbeak.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely.
It is
The
very
weather's
hard to
supposed
write
be
that with
pretty
some
bad out in the Oryx
continuity.
Valley.
You have to really, really trust the process. You have to say that there will be 3 games. This is how Liara will develop. And that's you know, it's a lot to bank on. You have to trust the process. Let's make sure we don't die. These guys, these hoppers. Everybody's glad you don't see these anymore in 2 and 3. I don't mind them so much, but
So that's what the Asari had in the crates.
thank you, Rex. 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 Thank you. Okay. Whoa. Oh, shoot. Rex. Help me out, buddy. I'm gonna have to snipe one. Uh-oh. Got one. There we go. Ah! Where is he? Well, there he is. Oh, come on. Be still, you little... Alright, that's it. Oh my goodness.
What are these things?
Jesus.
Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Finally. Make sure we got it all. Yeah, we're good. All right. Yeah, thanks for showing up after we clear it.
What did you do here, Commander?
The Geth ambushed us. We fought back. That's it.
Geth, you expect me to
They're right there.
Where did they come from?
The Asari bitch came with a bunch of cargo. They were probably packed in those.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses.
They don't use element
Benezia-sama's
zero.
containers were packed with these things. There are many more out there.
Okay. Back to the Dragon Man calling the Lady of Bendy. It was that Asari bitch. Yeah, I mean that's why I said I love bringing Rex, because he's always got a great response to, and you know, you got to love the fact that Rex is confident enough in himself that even though he's under the, you know, umbrella of Shepard, yeah, he still wants to say, speak for us, you know. You know, you gotta do all the dirty work for the NPC. Yeah, exactly, Master. We'll handle them.
We've fought Geth before. We'll take care of them for you.
I appreciate that. My people are good, but few of them have combat experience. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Okay. All right. And this is insanity, so I have to be kind of careful. So we did pretty good. I like it. We got some equipment. Let's see what we got. Wow, nothing. Okay. So let's do a hard save. And doot. I save frequently because, you know, if you ever have a corrupted file or something, then at least you don't have to go back too far. So it's not so much save scumming as much as just making sure that, you know, these older games, well, this is legendary, but still, I've been doing it for years, you know, because older games just sometimes had corrupted files, you know, and it's not anything that the computer did. It was your hard drive, you know, and I am old. I'm coming from an older generation. Who doesn't love Rex? I know. But in case y'all ever want to see Virmire, where either you, because you can actually ask Ashley to kill Rex for you on Virmire. If you ever want to see that cinematic, I have it recorded. It's in my playlists of Mass Effect lore, both options. And you know, if you kill Rex, the only problem I've ever had with BioWare killing off Rex is that I really kind of wish that they gave you some decent reward for it. Yeah. I wish they gave you some reward, like it wasn't just like, oh, he's not there, so you have to use somebody else in that timeline. I really wish they had given you something of value to have made that decision. Yeah, I didn't know you could ask Ashley to do that. I just learned something new. Yep. Yeah, when you say watch my back, or you just say if he falls out of line, or I can't remember the exact line, but I have it in the YouTube play. So if you can go watch it. And he was like, yeah, when I give the signal, take care of him. And then she shoots him in the back, which I think kind of makes more sense because, you know, Rex has you point blank. Would you not see, like, if Shepard said, no, I'm going to shoot you first, Rex would respond. So I think actually Ashley doing the pulling the trigger makes more sense. Should have an item here. Yeah. There it is. Ooh, a mantis. I wonder if I could wear that right now. Let me see if that's better than what we got. See, here's a mantis. No, it's not any better. Okay. Yeah, because we have a Titan armor. That's right. So we're doing good. Oh, that might be better for Liara, actually. Think about it. Hold up. Yes, that is better for Liara. Yeah. Isn't one of the requirements to keep him from turning hostile to get his father's armor? Yeah, well, no, because I think I've done it without getting his father's armor. It's just you just don't have to pull the trigger on it. You just don't have to kill him, you know. But that's a good point. You're making me think now. I don't think so. I don't think the Father's Armor is required. Now I'm going to have to do a playthrough without finding it to find out for sure. Because I'm sure somebody would have said, I did I don't know why Rex turned on me. I think I did everything. I don't hear those very often. These dumb Geth. I think that's it. No, there's a couple more back there. I don't think so, but now you got me curious. There's a couple more things. Should be, there it is. Metagel. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was just wondering. That's a good question, though. I mean, you would think that there would be some kind of like requirement to. Ooh, I missed. This could be problematic. Okay. Okay, so they missed entirely. That's good. Okay. That's a good question. I'm going to have to do a playthrough to find out. I don't think so, though. If I were to be, you know, if I had to guess, like $100 on the line, I would say no. Because I could almost guarantee you, like, of all the playthroughs I've done, some of them just like kind of like speed playthroughs. I probably have missed it or forgotten it or only done the main mission, and I've never had a different cinematic than the one that you get on Virmire. Okay. Ooh. There you go. There's another guy back here somewhere. But we'll find him. There he is. There we go. And this wreckage, we have a little bit more gear we can pick up. Let's do this. The Liberator. All this heavy human armor. Ash is going to be swimming in armor. I swear. Okay. Light armor for Turian. Man. Between Ashley and Garrus, they're getting all the good stuff. Okay. Ooh, okay. About a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it was 2 years ago, I had gotten a cough, and it wasn't related to COVID at all. Like, I just couldn't get rid of this cough that I had, and it's kind of like now, I have my cough now, but I was taking this cough medicine, and I didn't realize, and I used to be in the medical field, right? And whatever, I don't know. But I took this cough medicine that was every 12 hours, and I thought, for whatever reason, I thought it was supposed to be every 4 to 6 hours. And over time, over a couple of days, I was just always so drowsy and tired, and you know, I was always wanting to just sleep. And I was like, what is wrong with me? I could not figure out why I was just so tired all the time. And then I realized it was a 12-hour medicine, and I was accidentally overdosing myself. I wouldn't say I was overdosing, but I was definitely taking so much that I was just sleepy all the time. And it was just hilarious because I have that medicine now and I was like, I have to be careful with it because it helps my cough quite a bit, but it will make me like, sleepy instantly. It's not NyQuil. I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's a 12-hour medicine instead of like a 4 to 6 like I thought. Oops. See, look at that. It's shooting between. Oops. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it's shooting through the mountain there. That's not fair. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. But otherwise, I like this little drive. I love how this looks. I mean, especially in Legendary Edition, this is a great look. With the scenery and stuff. Love that. Yeah, I can never get enough Mass Effect. But yes, we can thank Bees for the additional subs that we have here on YouTube because she was definitely giving me a shout out during her stream. And it's so hard sometimes to talk about subs in Twitch because subs in Twitch mean you have to pay for that. And of course in YouTube, they're free. So when you say, hey, go sub to this person or that person, we're not saying spend any money, of course. So it's kind of, you have to choose your words very carefully. So I always try to make sure that people understand, like, if you give me a sub in YouTube, it's 100% free. And definitely appreciate it. And so, yes, we are doing a celebration stream tomorrow on Twitch. We'll be doing a raffle. I'll be giving away a BioWare gift cards to the gear store. And 2 $25 gift cards. And if I have enough people interested in doing it, I'll do a $50 one. But yeah, yay. Yeah, so our goal was at least 69 YouTube subs, which we got past that. And we're 250 Twitch followers, which we're way past that too. We're closer to 260 now, actually. But yeah, you get points on that channel just by watching. So you'll be able to use those points to buy tickets for the raffle. And I gotta iron it down before we get to tomorrow. But I think I'm gonna do, like, you can buy up to 101 tickets. I think that's what Dave was saying, at 69 per ticket. Or maybe he was saying up 69 tickets up to 101 points that you would use, or something like that. I want to make the points cheaper though, so that's probably what he meant. He probably said 101 tickets. Oops. And then, like I said, I'll give away those gift cards, no problem. And they're not anything I have to mail you either. They are just they're codes. And when you check out at the gear store, you just put in your code and you get the discount there. Well, it's not a discount, it's a gift card. But anyway, let's go. Let's get inside. Liara, come on. Oh, guys. This is the problem with Noveria. They get stuck like this all the time. Okay. You gotta be careful here. Did anyone ever find Benezia's dress? Yeah. Not so far. She does look good in it though. something to be said about those matriarchs. They always seem to show a little bit more skin the older they get. She's definitely not the only one. Oh, this is where he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, I had hit the wrong thing. I forgot I had turned him on my side. Rex, need you to handle this guy. Okay. Okay. Got him, Liara. You got him. Oops. There we go. Much
User
better.
alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We will need to get the reactors back online.
Now, let's see here. Yes, we know that, Liara. We're good. Okay, so there is a loot crate somewhere down here, if I remember right. Where is it? It could be upstairs. Yeah, I guess it's upstairs. Yeah, I just got to be careful because these insanity runs, you know, it was like the other day. It's like I was doing everything just fine in that bunker, that pirate bunker, and then they just, that one guy killed me. Thermal armor. That's interesting. Huh. Interesting. Well, Garrus is not with us, so can't use it anyway. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. We got. Are we good? Everybody good? We're good. You'll notice these turrets are facing this way instead of like
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
See?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Well, Rex isn't 100% right about that, but it is interesting. Okay. Ooh. There we go. All right. I'm going to have to turn some stuff into Omnigel soon. Do more elevator rides. So I'll probably do the stream tomorrow. I'm Central Time in the United States, so I'll probably do it. I'm thinking 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. And then I want to try to stream no less than 6 hours, but we'll see. We'll see. And I'm going to be doing Mass Effect. Oops.
I'm a little busy here.
Ooh. Okay. We got a hopper in here, I forgot. Careful, Liara. Let me give her a health pack real quick. There we go. There he is. Oh no, he's not a hopper, he's just upstairs. Let's go. Guys. Got him. Okay. Fine.
What was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
Okay. Now Liara needs to be using her pistol, and Rex should be using his shotgun. There we go. That's better. Let's go up here. See, there they are. Yeah, her biotics here, pretty useful. It really incapacitates them when they're floating like that. She is kind of squishy.
Damned if I know, but someone on this mountain does.
Yeah, she is kind of squishy, but when she can get, like, to do her singularity or something, really does help quite a bit. Close one. Careful. Careful, Liara. She's too powerful for her own good. Now, I thought there was a loot crate down here. Could be wrong. Down here? Yeah, I guess I'm wrong. I know there's one up here, but I thought there was one down here too. Oh well. Oh well. Liara is still poisoned. Don't know why. It's a codex. We can read about that here in a minute. It is interesting, some of the research that you find here at these labs. Rex. Okay. There it is. Good. Okay. Now we're good now. Let's go. There we go. That's the thing about the Ragnar here, is that they love to just pop out of the floor. Oh, jeez. Jeez.
Shepard, that is a backup power system for the station mainframe.
So whack it and turn this thing on.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
All right. Well, let's do it. So here's where a lot of people actually can't figure out what to do, and it's perfectly understandable. They built this wrong. When they designed this, they did it just wrong. Oh, let's open this real quick. Ooh, kinetic offer. Oh, okay. This should have been turned around, this entire thing. Now, granted, you have the roof and comms right here. This is your opening. This is your computer right here. They should have just turned this completely, get the hiccups, around so people could find it very, easy. I can't tell you how many people, first time playthroughs I've seen, can't figure this out. And you say, well, you go around. And they literally do this thing. They go, what do you mean go around? And they go around here and they see this. They're like, well, it's not working. It's not working. What do you mean go around? And they go like this. Never see it. And that's not a fault of the player. That's the fault of the game. So yeah, it should have been completely 100% rotated so people could see it. It's right here. It's a design thing. I mean, it's kind of neat that it's kind of like turned around, but it really should have been facing as you come in. Now, granted, you may have missed that other rooftop elevator, but I mean, I think people would have found that eventually. We're going to manually do this. So let's do core 1, 3, 2, Yeah. I got myself confused there for a second. Nothing to it.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert.
I need to make some hot tea.
The system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress.
Let me see if I can't get somebody to do that for me.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep.
And so that logic works until if you remember the dialogue we had with was it Parsini? Oh man, now I don't even remember. But the one that says that they're going to do the if they don't hear from the bunkers, then as a contingency to avoid outbreak, they nuke it. So it's like, yeah, okay, so there's one method is just to like turn off the heat like Rex says, hope that the whatever will freeze and contain it. But that's not what they do, apparently. Like, I'm surprised that they're not overly concerned with the other option. Like, you need to keep in contact with the other side because they could just nuke you, you know? And so everything makes sense until you remember that part.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
Okay.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
I need instructions on how to repair the station.
Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
No, we're good.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
So if,
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
we go to the roof first.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
You know, if I doing a first playthrough or something, I probably would have listened to everything just to be 100% sure. But I don't believe we get any more XP for doing what we just did. So
are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
yeah, right away they ambush us like this, and it's really difficult. In fact, let me go to my shotgun. Okay. Get up there, Rex.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Tricky.
Manual restart required.
So here's the landline, but
User
in the meantime,
alert. Landline
let me get all
connections
the
are
loot.
disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Okay. Ooh, a Stiletto 6. I think that's... Ooh. Got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, the Stiletto 6 is really the way to go here. Let me see here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. The heat seek capacity is 11. The DPS is way up there. Accuracy is still the same. So, yeah. Let me make sure we're still... Oh, we're still using a recoil dampener of 3? What? That's crazy. Let's use that one. And then, I think we'll use... what do we want to use? I don't really have anything great here. We don't need shield. Well, we are going to face a Geth or a few Geth here, so probably a good idea. Now we want to give Liara our stiletto that we were using. See how much better it is? Let's see. Arrow extension right there. Yeah. Yeah. And okay. Okay, we're good now. Man. This, I don't think Mira has anything else to say here, but we'll take a look at it.
Online. How may I assist you?
No.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Your final logs.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
Okay, contaminants?
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Okay, well that's fine.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Okay, so we got to level up, and we'll probably handle that when we
User alert. Main reactor shut
go
down
downstairs.
in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
All right. Because I will say this, in Mass Effect 1, even though you start off like really, almost no powers whatsoever, I mean, it's fortunately, you're on Eden Prime and you don't really need much, but that middle area, it's tricky. It depends on where you go. It could be a real battle. But when you're kind of at the level where we're at now, it really starts to become more fun because you're able to kind of use your talents better and you customize them to the way you play, basically. So like I use decryption and electronics, but I mean, for my powers, for the most part, they're really effective because even though I'm not using dampening or hacking much, my squad mates are the ones filling in the difference, So if you're able to kind of like focus on your things here instead of filling in all the differences here, like giving yourself all the first aid. If we gave I gave all that to Liara. Like if we go to Liara's thing real quick, you see like her first aid is maxed. So that definitely helps us, you see. But I don't need to have a high first aid when somebody else in the party has it, But now we have 8 points. I mean, it's just a ton. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put all that in basic armor. Now I should put the rest in pistols, so that way but not until Pharos. When I get to Pharos, maximizing this is going to be a little bit more important. Got the hiccups. We have 4 points. I could use it for anything. I guess I could do dampening. It's not really my thing, though. Well, I mean, I guess we could put it in pistols. It's just we have this barrier, and that's more of like it's definitely more of a biotic skill, and I'm not biotic, so I just do it as kind of like just in case, like it's an extra little mini shield. I guess we can put 1 point in first aid. And 1 point in dampening, maybe? Yeah, maybe. And so Liara, now we do boom, boom, Master Warp and Master Singularity. Simple. Rex. Shotguns. Well, we'll do combat armor to make him, because his survivability has gone way up ever since I've been adding all this extra combat armor specialty. If we can get his barrier up next, I mean, that'll be, you know, huge. But we'll put Master Carnage. Man, that Carnage is it does a lot of damage. So it's definitely one that I wish I could have taken. If I wasn't doing Insanity, I probably would have taken that as a bonus power. All right. So let's go back to our pistol.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual
Nice. Okay. So now we need to do the next area. See, this area is not open yet, so go over here. There we go. See, that's the thing with Noveria, is just it's a whole bunch of like, go here, go there, go here, go there. It's really confusing.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Jammed. This one is tricky too. If I'm gonna die in this area, this is definitely one of those places that'll kill me. So let's look at it. Let's figure this out. Got some Metagel. Grenade upgrade. Ooh, Omni Tool. Hold up. What? That is amazing. Look at this thing. I didn't expect to get that this early in the game, but we are playing Insanity, so maybe it's rewarding me. So there's this one hopper that's around here, and he'll like get stuck up here, and so he can shoot you, but you can't shoot him. And then there's a Juggernaut that comes around the corner.
Alert. Main reactor
and so
shut
that makes
down
it,
in accordance
oh no,
with
is
emergency
he a rocket
containment
launcher?
procedures.
I don't know, we'll look at
Manual restart required.
it. But this gets very tricky real quick. Yeah, I think he's a rocket launcher. Oh, Destroyer. Come on now. Good.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Take it slow.
Manual restart required.
Okay. Take it slow. Come back in. I want Rex to get his shields back. All right. Oops, there it is. Okay, Rex's shields are back. What do you do? Rex, what do you do? Okay.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
My quick slots are missing. There they are. Whew. Thought I had lost them there for a second. There we go. And then there's one up above. That's right. No. Follow me, guys. Follow me. So you have he's above, but we can get to him from this other side.
Alert. Main reactor shut down in
Otherwise, he
accordance
just
with
takes shots at us while we're
emergency
down below.
procedures. Manual restart required.
So see, he's over there. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. He's on the other side of this door. Ooh, the Juggernaut. I forgot about that. Good job, Liara. Good job. Oh, man.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Nice.
Manual restart required.
Yeah, Juggernaut just up here just taking shots at us, you know. So, whew. All right, we did it. Let's see. An Avenger 6. Oh, wait a minute. Did I see another stiletto? That's good. Okay. All right. All right, so we got what we need, and now we go flip the switch. And that's all there is to it.
User alert.
But
Main
then at least
reactor
she'll
shut
stop
down
saying
in
that.
accordance with emergency.
The HE3 fuel line is cut.
You have completed the repairs. Yes, I know. So, I mean, it's fairly easy XP for doing this. It's just, if you know what you're doing, it actually, it's not bad. But when you don't know what you're doing in this place, it makes it real tricky. You know, there's some games people are like, man, I wish I could go back to never playing the game before so I get that first time experience. Mass Effect for me is not one of those. It's like, I don't want to be in the dark about a lot of this stuff. I want to, because especially like Noveria is a classic example of that. I could see getting totally lost and not knowing what to do in this place. Thank goodness they don't make missions like this anymore. Wait, what the? Once again, you guys, hey. Come on. Don't do this to me. There we go. Nice. Got it handled. And then there's the... So we fixed everything, and now we can proceed, finally. Alright.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub.
Yay!
User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
I mean, I totally see the storyboard for this area. It's like, hey, look, you have these Rachni that are loose. You have to kind of show that there was a scientific, module. You want to separate it, and that's where all these biolabs do their own research, and that it's a corporate thing. And I totally get that. It's just it's a little bit too much with all the ins and outs of within the experimentation areas.
They're locked in.
The door could be...
Okay, repair plasma purge. Well, let's do it. Ooh. I had it. There it is. We got 5,000 credits for that. Nice. See this Solarian?
Control group losing the... They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself. Because he was part of whatever happened here.
Among my people, a suicide's body would be left for scavengers. The Nathak will get to him eventually.
Shredder.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility.
Okay, so no contaminants of where we were before. That's what she's saying.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
You have no idea what's going on inside.
I'm afraid not. My last log entry is shortly after the Stage 2 containment alert was sounded.
Okay.
Give me an overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biological or cybernetic contaminants during development. The complex is built within a glacier. In the event of an accident, it can be irradiated and sunk into the ice.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Okay. So now we go this way. Yeah. There he is, finally. Okay. All right. Jeez. Okay. All good. Where are my guys? Oh my goodness. That's the other problem with this area is they constantly get stuck behind these doors. Come on. Come on. All right. So, very similar, like I guess Baldur's Gate. When you're playing Baldur's Gate, they're designed, their little, figures are designed to go certain pathways, and you put too many through there, they get stuck. This is the same thing. They get stuck. Classic BioWare move. So, we're going to go across, but I am going to, hold on one second, make sure there's nothing here. Guys, come on. There you go. I'm just going to take not even a minute break. I need to go refill my drink real quick, and I will be right back. Let me give you a quick BRB screen. But, yeah, I mean, I've been going on for about 2 hours, and I feel pretty good. And hopefully, I'm glad everybody's here, partaking, getting to watch. Hopefully, I should be done with Noveria with this run. Then we'll figure out what we got to do next, and then maybe we'll just go straight to Pharos or something. But if you guys have any opinions of what we should do next after Noveria, let me know. I mean, that is the main mission, is Pharos next, but we could go, do a couple of things, because I do need to turn in. I could do the pirates for, you remember that, I forget her name, the one that wants us to do, to clear out her pirate competitors. They were her associates, and they went rogue. We could try to do them real quick, but y'all let me know if y'all just want to see Pharos or something like that. But I'll be right back. It's Ripley. Hi, Ripley. And then there's Fox down there. But it's Ripley. Want to say hi, Ripley? See that little gift that's up in the top? I was trying to catch her. That's what took me so long. She got all excited and she wants to go outside now. But I was making like I was going to catch her, and she was like, "Oh, let's go outside. Let's go outside." So then I had to like run around trying to get her. She doesn't mind getting caught. She actually likes it, but she thought we were going to go outside. So anyway, Ripley's here to say hi. Hi, Ripley. Hello, everybody. But yeah, she's kind of our little co-mascot up there. So the little like avatar I have for me on the Legion Grey with the Omni tool, the little dog on the shoulder is Ripley. So this is Ripley. Yeah, she's a Pomeranian. We have 2 more. The other one's down there on the floor looking at me thinking he's going to get something, but no, he's not going to get anything, is he? No, because he's a little brat. And that's Fox. And then the other one, his name's Link. So Ripley, she's named after like from Aliens. I'm a big Alien fan, so she's named after aliens. That's right. That's right, Ripley. We have another dog. She's really, really big. She's an Akbash. She's a big white dog. She's like goes above my hips. So, but anyway, Ripley, did you want to play some Mass Effect? She's looking at the screen. She's like, I want to play Mass Effect. It would die for her. She's an angel. Yeah, she's really, really sweet. She's good. She is bigger than the other 2 though. So when she wants whatever, the food or whatever, she's like, hey, this is mine. She gets kind of protective, but she does share. It's just that some things that she wants is hers, right? So she even bosses the big dog around because she thinks because she has my attention that she can do whatever she wants. Isn't that right? Yes. Okay. So we'll put her back down so we can get to the game again. Fox, unless you want to come up here. They're just, I don't know why he thinks he's going to get something. He's like right there. But he doesn't like to get caught until he is. Once he's caught, then he like turns into like a little baby. He's just like, okay. But he doesn't like to be caught. She said, give me treats. Yeah, I'll definitely give her some treats here soon. Trust me, they're not lacking for treats. They have tons of them. Let's go.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
Yep. They're not lacking for stuff. Lately, they've been accidentally getting fed twice. So
now arriving at Rift Station,
they're in my light. So if you see that little like artifact below under me, that's because they're in my light for the green screen behind me. So it's like, guys, can you please? Jeez. But yeah, they're not lacking. They're fine. They've been accidentally getting fed twice lately, and I think they've gotten like, hey, where's our second meal? Where's our third meal? So that one's locked, so we got to go this way. And this is what makes this so complicated. You see there's a hot labs over here, there's this thing over here, and if you never ever go back this way, it's okay. It's not really vital for the story. And that's what makes this so confusing, this whole area, because it's like, wait a minute, where are we supposed to go? And this area is red, can't go that way. So my suggestion is just go the way of the green doors until, But then if you really watch the mission or the quest log and all that other stuff, then you can find it all. But fortunately, I just know it. So, but trying to like explain to somebody who's never played it before is like, well, you go here and then you'd have to do this. It would be impossible.
Stand down.
What's up, Captain Ventralis?
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work at train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
And I have some hot chocolate now.
I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't there anymore. First week with a bastard flying into my handpost.
Should help the throat.
We had a lot more staff.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Okay.
Benezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do.
A matriarch has the skill to keep herself alive for a long time.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
So we can unlock some dialogue here. You survived somehow.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
See? And so he mentions that. He says, hey, ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. And he's the only Volus left in here. So when you find a Volus, if you know what a Volus is, you'd be able to ask him that. And that's my point, is that this game tries really hard to make sure you know who is what species is out there. But by this point, I can't expect people to know what a Volus is, right? When you first play through. But that's just how they do it here. So again, it's one of those, like, I don't think it's the fault of the player as much as sometimes the design. Like they just didn't have to make the complexity of running all over the hot labs as complicated as it is. So anyway,
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave.
he actually says a lot for it not really leading to anywhere.
Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Okay.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure.
It's built into...
Yeah.
Normally the crew gets to the lab.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Liara got a little bit of poison on her.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
We're all in the same boat.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Okay. So that's the entire dialogue, and like I said, he does tell you a whole lot, but it doesn't really lead anywhere, so And then, of course, here's you'll have the opportunity to come back here and do this little thing here, but the sooner we get done with this area, the better. Hey, Dr. Fluff. Discrimination on a bug population. I know. Yeah. How are you doing today, Dr. Fluff? It's good to see you.
You're not going to go to the hot labs, are you?
We're just on Noveria, so we finally got to the point where we are, getting to the main meat and potatoes of the place. Well, the one thing I like about Noveria is that once you get to this area, it's pretty, quick and it moves fast. Unlike Pharos, it seems like it's all drawn out, So it's like, pick your poison. Do you want like a continuous story, or do you want to like get to the story and then, but just like it's all confusing to get to that part, which is what Noveria is.
What?
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Yeah, that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Okay.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me and not your friend?
Yeah, there you go, Dr.
Because
Fluff.
I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
Naveri's like an old guy trying to explain a life story until he gets to the point. Yeah, that's me constantly. You explain me to the T. I guess I'm kind of like Noveria.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arrayas. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
No need to be so rude.
You are interrupting my meditations. Precisely how rude must I be to convince you to leave?
Sorry, I'll leave.
Okay.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Okay. Let's talk to Petosi.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days, or now, with forced cheer.
But at least you don't have a monotone
I
voice?
still have a limited
That's
supply
true.
of equipment to sell.
That's true. Although I do like the Elcor. The Elcor at least are very sincere. My favorite Elcor is and not for, okay, so I like the guys at the embassy. They're really good. But in Mass Effect 2, you have the vendor guy, and he's got the cigar. That just cracks me up. So he's my favorite one, not because of, I guess, who he is, but like how he looks. He's got the cigar.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventrellis.
Fun touch on the race. Yeah. It's nice to see stuff like that every once in a while. Just, let me see if there's anything better that he could offer what we have, because we actually have pretty good armor now at this point. Ooh, the Volkov. Nah, we don't need to buy that. We're good. But we should sell some crap, because there's a lot of stuff we probably need to get rid of. Like anything that's below 4 probably. I could turn it to Omnigel, but I'm not too concerned with it. Yeah. And busy as usual. We're gonna probably be up tonight anyway. Oh, okay, Dr. Fluff. It's good to have you. I mean, we're just kind of hanging out ourselves. And tomorrow, on my Twitch channel, I don't normally stream on Saturdays. Well, I'm not scheduled to stream on Saturdays. I do it from time to time. But we hit over 250 followers on Twitch, and we're over 69 subs on YouTube. So we're 69 plus 1. So we're going to do a giveaway on the raffle, and the way that works is that people just, you know, get points for just watching the channel. So they'll be able to use those points to buy tickets, and those raffle tickets will get you a I'm going to do 2 $25 BioWare gear gift cards. So you know, we'll do that tomorrow, and it's just kind of as a thank you. So it doesn't really cost me anything since I'm a BioWare ambassador. You know, I can convert those into gift cards. But that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So I'm just kind of like, I'm going to be doing Mass Effect too. And I don't do Mass Effect regularly on that stream as much anymore on Twitch, but that's what we'll be doing tomorrow.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
See, and that's where he says go talk to Dr. Cohen. So you do have these individuals that if you talk to and listen to what they're saying, they're like, oh, go talk to him. He's over there. Well, how do you know where there is? And it's like the other guy who says he's the only Volus left, or he's the only Volus left here. Yeah. Well, how do you know what a Volus is if you've never played the game before? So it's just kind of they hit and they miss at the same time with Mass Effect 1.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack.
Like if they had just put some of these
not all
people
of us have guns.
adjacent to each other, like adjacent rooms, versus going this elevator, going back down the way you came, and then come back out. Like, how would you know? You know?
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And this is the medical bay. This is kind of what he said. Go talk to him real quick.
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No.
Do I know?
Did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
Let's see.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
Okay.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him.
We lost
the
him.
automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
All right.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
So we have to go do that. Now, again, you don't have to do this stuff, but it's XP, you know, why not? But it's so easy to like be on the path to do these things, and then you go into that room over there, and then suddenly all bets are off. You can't turn any of it. It's goofy design. Let's see here. This is, yeah, just the locker room. That's right. All right. Okay. Let's see if we got anything here. Ooh, another stiletto. I think that's actually better than what Liara has now. Oh. Okay. Let's go to Liara, look at her pistol, and yeah, see, that's better than what she's got. I am also a doctor. Yeah. Well, it's good to have you. It's comforting to know we have a doctor in the house. Do we have a doctor in the house? Yes. Dr. Fluff. Rail extension, yes. Incendiary rounds, but we can make it like this. There we go. I think we're good. Yeah. Rex, let me make sure. Yeah, he's good too. All right. So this is the quarantine and barracks. Let me look at my map real quick. Oops. Guard barracks, security. Yeah, see all this stuff over here. We don't need to do all that. Oops. Yeah, we're good. We'll go this way. What is banging? It's a bug in the system. There's a bug in this on Noveria. Yeah, see, here's your Volus. But if you didn't know what a Volus was, how do you know who they are, right? He says, talk to Han Olar. He's the only Volus left. So I guess you could go by the name alone, but like I said, it's just a bit weird. What this side is.
I used to have nightmares like, gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll
kill it with fire.
You just have to.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about Noveria is that at one point they tell you if they lose communication with a facility for too long, they nuke it. But then in another breath they say, "Oh, well, we'll just turn off the heat and it'll freeze everything, so that way we can, handle it." Well, which one is it? Yeah, just talk to this guy.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
The Volus sometimes are super smart because...
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
See, the Turian and the human...
Crazy? I'm sane.
They're trapped.
God, am I sane.
And we come in, you know... He doesn't know we're with the Citadel or whatever. He just knows that we've come in from the outside. So apparently we fought our way here. So he's smart enough to know there's a way here. We could, you know, let's just tell them.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Dr. Zonmua. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we've revealed that it is actually the Rachni that we're dealing with. So...
You're not part of the crew.
Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any human Spectres. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
Yeah.
I told you to leave.
Alright. And we have to get our consent from the captain? Is that right?
What?
Yeah.
I'll be leaving now.
And so it's real easy to go this way too. And that would like negate the ability to turn in any quests. So that's why I said, you know, they really kind of messed up Noveria. Alright, let's go. Maybe I can do that other side too. The one that's just around the corner from the captain. Let me see. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah. There you go.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
Okay.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I got work to do. Yeah, I wonder if we can go to the other side now, actually, before we go down there to that mission. Same? I got work to do. Yeah, this other side here. Yeah, it's open. I'm just trying to remember. I want to make sure that this doesn't actually provoke the final mission. Yeah, see, I can't save. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I think this is just a side mission, but it's really good. It's an homage to Aliens.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
See, so he says the same thing. He says that the way they contain it is that they basically nuke the place. Whereas other people are saying, oh no, they just, ice the place. I'm like, which one is it? So whatever, it's fine. We all know that if they don't make communication or whatever, then at some point they're going to make sure that any contamination is sealed.
Wait, is there an Asari matriarch here?
Asari? I have not seen one.
She is safe then, at Rift Station.
This is not important. You must be listening. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries, this is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
So the Rachni are actually very interesting as a race. They were defeated and pretty much thought to be extinct during the Rachni Wars, or after the Rachni Wars, I should say. That's when the Krogan were uplifted so that they could actually handle the Rachni. So this even comes full circle with how like the humans got into the First Contact War with the Turians, because the way the Rachni were found was because the Quarians had been zipping along trying to just discovery. They were just trying to find whatever they could. They just went from mass relay to mass relay. They just were discovering everything they could. They just wanted to explore. And in so doing, they accidentally uncovered the Rachni. And the Rachni are highly intelligent. I mean, really, really, really intelligent, even though they're bugs. They're capable of adapting. They understand how space travel works. I mean, you name it, they're able to do it. And so that's what caused the Rachni Wars. And that's when the Quarians, even though they accidentally found the Rachni, they made another mistake by, I don't know if you could call it a mistake, but I think in retrospect you could. But they uplifted the Krogan sooner than they were, should have been probably. They just weren't culturally ready for that type of technology. They were still in the nuclear weapon bombing each other type phase. And that's why Tuchanka is so, so bad. And so you have a race that quickly populates, that is very aggressive, uplifted to fight the Rachni, and then they thought, oh, well, now we have to control the Krogan. So the Quarians keep making these little crappy mistakes. And that's why the humans, when they first found their mass relay, they wanted to do the same thing. They're like, let's zip over here, let's zip over there. Oh, this is cool. Let's go find this over here. It was like, they found a toy. And so that's when the Turians said, look, we need to nip this in the bud. We can't have people do that anymore, and just started, just attacking them out of nowhere. So their first contact was war. It was the First Contact War. And so that's how the humans got in their fight with the Turians. Otherwise, who knows, maybe the Turians would have been peaceful upon first contact. But their experience with species just zipping around mass relays was not good. And so the Rachni were the core issue of a lot of those things. So they are a very interesting species. In fact, I could probably say that if it had not made the Rachni completely extinct, and the Rachni had like won the war in the galaxy without the Krogan being uplifted, that's why I said I don't know if I'd want to call it a mistake. I guess it's very possible that the Reapers would have come by and then just taken over the Rachni pretty easily, actually. And because they kind of understand each other for the most part, even though one's biologic and the other one's technological, they understand, they communicate very similarly. Not too different from the Geth. The Geth do it via networking, but the Rachni do it through sensories, so they communicate efficiently really well, but they do it different ways. One's purely biologic and one's technical, but I think the Reapers may have actually just conquered the galaxy pretty easily this time if the Rachni had been the ones in play versus losing in the Rachni War. So there's just all this lore behind it that's really interesting, that it could have been very different.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
He's not wrong.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Okay. Let's see. I think it's this way. Hold on. I think we're supposed to talk to him first.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Whoa. Whew. Let's heal real quick. That's the kind of stuff that I don't like. Because it... Okay, so we have the code. Yeah, because it catches me off guard. Well, I knew it was going to happen. It just comes right up on me. And in Insanity, they can just like one-shot me. So, anyway. Okay. Let's do it.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
You mumble something it's really hilarious. We could try that real quick.
6 Emperor Tyrann 3.
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
Oh, okay.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Yeah. Klaatu Barada Niktai. Yes, all we need to do is kill these guys, but they're never ending, so let's get through. I don't know, can we get through? Can we get through? Maybe. Maybe. There we go. We made it. Yeah, it's never ending, so I hate this area. You just have to run through the other side. You don't get any more XP for it necessarily. Yeah. We made it. We did it. But yeah, in Insanity, they just like come all over the place. You just have to run to the other side. I didn't want to realize when I first played. Yeah, I know. It's always like, see how like they're going. I think I may have accidentally done this too soon. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, because now the hot lab thing is over, and yeah.
I'm sorry about this, Shepard. We've got orders from Venezia. Open fire!
They had me at a disadvantage. I'm way back here. Rex, get in there. Oh, no, not Liara. Oh. Shoot. Liara's down. I gotta get myself back together here. Okay. Let's put on our barrier. Let's slowly take the room. There we go. Ooh, who did that? Let's get this guy. There we go. Okay. Oh. Didn't see him down there. There we go. Yeah, that was abrupt. Yeah. When you do the hot lab thing, I forgot that it actually initiates that. So we should be able to go back into this quarantine and barracks and actually still do this side. I think we can still finish the medical, which is really all I wanted to do. Got the hiccups. I mean, those people are going to be hostile against us anyway. I mean, it was going to happen, so. See?
Will I get a you know too much speech?
Shut up.
So if you do this first before you do the hot lab thing, then she of course just shows up behind you after you mix the thing to fix the medicine. Come on, Rex, help me out, buddy. There we go.
Everywhere I go, I'm the only survivor. Maybe you'd better stand back.
They're killing the science team. Why?
Why do you think? We know what they did.
Right.
The company wants to bury their mistake. They sent a matriarch to make us disappear.
Venezia?
Not
She's
really.
alive? She's here?
She ordered Ventralis to send you to the hot labs. She expected the Rachni to kill you.
Just point me in the right direction.
Through the checkpoint. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Do whatever you like.
I think it's that way.
I'm getting off this mountain.
So, oh shoot. Now we can't. Oh, see. Yeah, lab is locked down. Shoot. So we can't do it. So that was a different scene. So you definitely had her pointing a gun at him. And if we had just not gone to the hot lab area first, if you do that last, then it's no problem. You know, it's not a problem. In fact, it could be like the very last thing you do when you leave this area. But I went ahead and did it, so now everybody's hostile. So now I can't retrieve that medicine for the doctor that's behind that door. So we might as well just go ahead and finish the mission at this point. Rex? Come on, buddy. Oh my goodness. Come on. It's only Noveria this happens. It's just annoying. Buckbeak. I went on and did a little side quest before I went down to the hot labs. Yeah, that's normally what you do. I just went ahead and did it. And it's like, I don't remember what'll happen. I knew they get hostile. I just couldn't remember if I could do the medical stuff beforehand. But you can't. There we go. Okay. So let me make sure that we have all of our best gear on, because the next area isn't so hard as much as it's just one of those things. It's a small area and it's very easy for your crew to die. Let me make sure I have what I need on everybody. Oh yeah, let's see here. So he's got that on. Probably want to put this on for now. And Liara, what do we want for her? She's got the first aid in her. I really wish I could find more of these. I'm not finding them as fast as I would like. In fact, I haven't found really any of them besides the ones I bought. Okay. So for us, yeah, let's go to the Raptor. Slightly better. I may need it in this area. I may have to go to the assault rifle. Although the shotgun is a good idea for this area. I'm gonna go ahead and heal everybody. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Average decryption. A stiletto 5. I have a stiletto 6 on me. Sorry. Okay. That's all right. They haven't given me those overpowered mods yet. Okay. We are here, and of course this way goes back to the lab area. Right in here. And that's where Benezi is. And let me see here. Did Liara get left behind again? Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, there she is now. Alright. Alright, we all good? Everybody here? Alright, alright. Do a quick save. And let's do it.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother.
But it's great to know that you don't have to
There
do
is
those side
power
quests.
in
Yeah, you don't have to.
To shape a life.
In fact, if you just
turn
go
it
straight
toward
through and
happiness or
bypass
despair,
security and stuff, they'll just start
her
attacking you,
children
and
were to be ours,
there you go.
raised to hunt and slay Saren's
You just come straight here.
enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Say.
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
Remember that line, because Liara uses it.
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yeah. Oh man, I'm frozen. You ain't fighting fair. Okay, got one. Here comes the Geth. Okay. They're over on the other side, which makes it difficult. Rex, go ahead and get up there. As long as there's nobody behind me, we should be good. Okay. Yeah, the guest sniper is the main one. Come on now. There we go. Surprised how early in the game you can take care of the matriarch. Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I mean, it just kind of comes down to how well you know the game and how far you can get without making critical errors, you know? Like now I could honestly say that maybe I've made an error with the destroyer getting so close. Yeah, good. Now Liara's down, so I need her. So come on, there it is. Now she has killed me at the very end before, so we're not out of the clear yet. There's 3 of them. Oh boy. Okay. I think we're down to the last one. Yeah, there's one more. Go get him, Rex. There we go.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
I have had one time where she bugged out on me. I couldn't attack her, whereas she was attacking me. And it's supposed to be where she does this like lift, and so you're incapacitated, but it didn't work. She didn't do lift, it was something else, and I was just not moving. It was the worst.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
I always kind of wanted to know how they knew each other. Like, did they know each other from before, or did he recruit her some way or somehow? Was she on, like, I don't know, some kind of matriarch mission, and he converted her or something? I don't know the answer to that. Anyway.
Are you saying he brainwashed you?
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu Relay.
The Mu
Its position
Relay
was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago,
The Rachni.
The Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay.
See?
The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
So you can understand, like, how intelligent a species can get, that their own experiences don't have the memory, but they inherit memories from prior generations. So over time, yeah, I mean, a species can get highly intelligent with that information just being tacked on.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
Okay. So the Rachni are similar to the Geth in that they also want to do self-isolation. They're, at this point, I think they're just more, they're not the same as the Geth in that the Geth seem to want to isolate themselves to avoid unnecessary conflict. They just don't see the point of it. Whereas the Rachni, they weren't opposed to fighting before. I think that they just understand that they're on the brink of extinction, so they can't afford to fight. So both are choosing self-isolation, but for very different reasons.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Aight.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
Die. Yeah, right here. Come on, Rex. Come on. Okay, good. Woo! That was close. Got him. That's always potentially dangerous right there.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother.
Yeah, she hits you with that stasis.
Good night,
and it's supposed to prevent you from getting hurt,
see you again,
but she's killed me before.
Right. They always said there would be a...
Okay. So we got some equipment. Ooh, katana. Take on. Grenade launcher. Oh, I've still been using the same high explosive. Let me do this one. No. Not a big fan of the toxic one. Shoot. I guess we'll do that. That's fine. She's still moving. She's not dead. I know. She's not here though. Oh, there she is. We could go to photo mode just to be sure. Venezia, you all right? She got her eyes open. You good? Bubble. Jiggle, jiggle. All right. She's going to get up after you leave. Yeah, exactly. Her scene and in scene. This sometimes bugs out, and you just see like a floating gun or something. I forget what it looks like, but it's funny.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
All right.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all.
This is going to be a fun conversation.
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands.
Yeah.
She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
So one thing to keep in mind that you're gonna face the Rachni anyway in Mass Effect 3. So whether you want a Paragon or Renegade, it's just really almost non-consequential. It's the illusion of choice in this situation. Because you will face a Rachni Queen, one way or the other. You're not going to eradicate them by eradicating the one last queen that we know of. So, kill it with fire.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
You could have calmed them if I hadn't set off the purge?
No. Our minds are not as yours. We can only learn to sing in harmony. Without a mother, children are lost to silence. You should not sing of them in gray and violet. We would have stilled them ourselves.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like I said, whether you want to do Renegade, whether you want to do Paragon, it almost really doesn't even matter. So if you just like let her go, the advantage of it, of course, is that when you get to Mass Effect 3, and let's say you spare the same one, she recognizes who you are, and you're able to kind of get out of that and use it as a war asset. So
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
The Rachni also...
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
Yeah, and see, Rex is coming from a species that was uplifted prior to gaining the cultural advantage of, gaining culture over technology first. And so Rex has a point. you know, Rex is saying, hey, look, you know, my people were here and we died, you know, countless Krogans died trying to fight these things. Yeah, countless Krogan died because you were uplifted, because the Quarians who found them also uplifted you guys. I mean, you know, it's an endless circle there. And his species just doesn't comprehend that level of consequences. But yeah.
Are we any better if we kill them all?
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later, just like we did for the Solarians.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
What I kind of wish is that there are certain missions on some planets where you do fight the Rachni. I kind of wish that they had like given you an XP when you go to those places, because now you've released the Queen and she's you know, sending out messages and stuff. And but see, now we got a ton of Paragon, so that should put us like well over half at this point. Yeah, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. Well, I guess we're like right there at half. So, well, let's see. What can we spend our stuff on? We could do it in pistols. Yeah, that's probably what we should do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Liara, let's give her a couple of points. And lift. Oh, no, I guess we could do barrier. She does need it at this point. But then the other one in barrier. I mean, a lift. Rex. Now we can put the rest for him in barrier. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so let's do a new save real quick. All right. I think there's a... Wasn't there? No. I kind of wish you could just, you know, exit and then you're like on the other side instead of having to travel all the way. Let's see here. This is the tram. Yeah. This way. Come on. There we go. So you could conceivably do all this stuff, all the little side missions that you have in this area, and then go back to the hot lab and do that that neutron purge, and then leave. That's most of the time how I would do it, but I couldn't remember if you made everybody hostile by doing the neutron purge, but it kind of makes sense that you would. So. Come on. There we go.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
No.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Now we get to get yelled at
report is away, Commander.
by the
Want me to
council.
patch you through to the council?
Sure.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Nevaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
3? No, 4.
This is no joke, Commander. The Rachni were one of the greatest
This
threats
dude.
the galaxy ever faced.
Whoops.
And we're out.
Disconnect. Shepard, it's always your fault. I know. This and I get renegade points for that, and I love that because it's not like you get Paragon points for like explaining yourself. You know, just click. Yep. All right. Let's talk to Rex real quick. I don't think he has anything else to say about the Rachni, but yeah, let's just see. I guess. Let's go check it out. I do know we can advance the story a little bit for Kaidan and Liara now, though.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
I can see where that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
An Asari commando mercenary. That's unusual, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's unusual. Mercs come in all shapes. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
So what'd you do?
Well, I wasn't going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. Huh. She always was a bit of a softie.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station. Used my entire store of ammunition. Had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the third day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone. Life support was failing. But I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
He keeps getting in the light that, for that covers. See, he's doing it again. Would you stop getting in the light, please? Yes, you're a problem. I'm going to catch you. I'm going to show them you, because you're being a problem.
I assume the Asari commando didn't make it.
Should be a miniseries of his stories. Yeah.
Station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yeah, so I kind of said it before, but I think if you're going to make a Mass Effect movie or something like that, or even a series, what you want to do is you don't want to attack the entire story all at once. You really need to build the character designs to do it really the justice that you need. So rather than coming at it from the game, like the beginning of the game, you actually would do like Garrus, for instance, like just a movie just about Garrus, and it could be like his entire, backstory where he went through C-Sec and then he has trouble doing some stuff for C-Sec, and maybe he, talks to his dad who, he has some, conflict with him, and I don't know, you do that whole, thing. And then of course, however he does the job with C-Sec, I mean, they're upset with him and says, well, we're going to give you a promotion. He's like, screw this. I can't do this anymore. And so when you get out of the elevator and you're about to talk to the council for the first time, you see Garrus talking to that Turian, and they're talking about how they're going to get Saren, because that's his next thing. But he's not with C-Sec anymore at that point. And so the movie could go more or less like he quit his job at C-Sec, and now he's like, this is what he wants to do. He wants to make the galaxy right, and he's heard about Saren, and then he hears about Shepard, and he's like, fine, this is who I want to deal with. But so then, the movie could end with like basically you walking up to Garrus, and then Garrus saying, Shepard, if you need me, blah blah blah, or whatever he says, and then that's the end of it. And similarly with Rex, you could have a whole movie with just Rex and some of his little things that he's done, and then at some point you can bring in the whole idea of Shepard, because Shepard's backstory really is very important, and I don't think that that's something you can really just do with this Mass Effect 1 and give it the context that it needs to show, hey, look, Shepard's not just like this human who shows up on the scene and is able to do all this stuff. There's a reason for it all. So I don't know, if you were to do a series or something, you'd almost need to do like the first season of Garrus, the first season of Rex, and almost like back to back, not to be like a year apart from each other. Just do them back to back, and then that way you're ready to go into the actual Mass Effect series. Personally,
Commander,
what's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that.
Should be miniseries of the stories. Yeah.
I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You really should talk to T'Soni about her mom.
Should dabble in some animation or something. Yeah.
Just saying, Skipper.
Yeah, I mean, they could. I mean, if you did something like, I mean, obviously, everybody likes to refer to like Cyberpunk, what they did. I mean, the difference with Cyberpunk is that Cyberpunk had a whole story way before the game ever came out. It was a board game, and it had its own lore and all that. So, basically building upon the lore in an anime was not that far-fetched. I mean, because you already had the environment and the types of characters out there. So,
Do you have a few minutes to talk, one-on-one?
Sure, if you have time. Figured you'd be busy with tactical briefings and so on. Don't know what thing about us attacking it of all days. And it had no moment.
You know, the anniversary of first contact after war?
The end of it, yeah. My family always marks it. I'm the only Williams here. I guess you'd be the only other one interested in it.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My
Here it comes out.
Always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a
I was thinking I would if I ever had the time. Oh, I see.
I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
And there it is. So Ashley, who, despite having a perfect alliance record, her family has a perfect alliance record, never gets promoted through the ranks. Why? Well, because of her grandfather's decisions during the Shang-Chi. And that has unfortunately prevented anybody in her family to be advanced. And that's why I always kind of found it a little, had a little bit of a soft spot for Ashley, because she should be promoted based on her merit, right? So you can understand why her family is a little, I've always said it before that I don't think Ashley is more xenophobic than anybody else. In fact, she's probably far less. But even if you wanted to go down that route, I think she almost has kind of a, not a right to be xenophobic, but you can understand where she would get that emotion from, because that is exactly what caused her family to have a bad name in the Alliance. If it wasn't for the Turians and their hyper aggressiveness, they would have been just fine. But they're the ones who started the war, and they're the ones who, you know, provoked the issue, and it's easy to kind of put blame there, you know. But really, Ashley should be blaming the Alliance. But she is Alliance first. I mean, she's never questions those orders. So, yeah, I agree. She shouldn't be held back because of what one of her family members did in the past. Exactly. And that's why I don't mind putting her as a human Spectre. Advancer. You know, if I could, she would be the one in Mass Effect 2 for the Suicide Squad that I would put as the second. I always put Garrus. But if Ashley could have been in our team, I would have put her over the second team. They probably would have made it a little weird with that decision. They probably would have said, well, if you do that, then, you know, she would die or something, and everybody else lives, but she's like, whatever. But yeah, I think Ashley definitely deserves the roles that she's getting and the promotions that she gets. But this is the reason why she has that mindset of that aliens are bad. Because if it wasn't for the Contact War, her family would be just fine. But she, like I said, I don't think she's entirely xenophobic. She's not much more than anybody else in the Mass Effect universe. In fact, she's by far less hostile to alien races than anybody else. You just are with her all the time, so you get to hear it. But
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted.
Yeah.
I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Yeah, just different priorities than most. Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shan-Chi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
And then when you go back to the Citadel and there was protests about the, remember, Shang-Chi and stuff, the people who weren't there, Ashley has a dog in that fight, and she's actually not pro their group. You could say she's pro alien, you know, because they're saying, yeah, these aliens, you know, we bleed red. And she's just like, you guys are idiots. She's taking the sides, not necessarily of the aliens, but she's saying you guys have it all backwards and mixed up. It's not supposed to be humans first. It's supposed to be like the bigger picture first. So again, Ashley just continues to redeem herself. It's just nobody wants to make the effort to see that.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops. But when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
See, and we can say this specifically. That's why you dislike aliens. Let's hear her side of it. Let's hear what she has to say about that.
Is this why you're always going on about the Council?
If everyone else can look at Shan-Chi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
So she's saying everybody else is against humanity, or everybody else is against me and my family. Why can't I put a flag in the ground and say, this is where I stand? So, you know, she's been disadvantaged not only by, I wouldn't say she's being disadvantaged by aliens, but the situation caused her to be disadvantaged, but even her own people have done that to her. But so if she wants to have a strong opinion about some things, then she feels like she has the right to. And I don't disagree with that. But then again, like I said, I don't think she's overly hostile to aliens. She just, like I said, if she's in your party and you hear a comment or two, it's more notable because you know she's with your party and you know you hear it. But go around the Citadel, talk to different humans, listen to what they talk about and stuff. You'll hear. It's very, I mean, even going to the bar at the embassy, they're like, I didn't realize there's all these like alien people around here. Like, what would you expect? You're coming to the Citadel, the embassy of all places, right?
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay. So, I don't think Garrus has anything else to talk about, but I'm going to take a real quick 2-minute break again, and I will be right back. And, let's see. I guess we could go back to the Citadel. No, you know what? There's that freighter, that guy's brother that he wants to either save his brother or save the ship. I can't remember, but I'll look at the journal for that real quick, and then we'll do that. And before we go back to the Citadel, yeah, this one. It's go to the Strenus system in the Horsehead Nebula cluster and search for signs of Gareth's brother and his ship. So we'll do that next, and then we can go to the Citadel. Or you know what? We could do that, and then this one, the Antea system and the Hades Gamma, and look for the survey team. We could do that one. What I don't want to do is I don't want to get into that planet that has all the Arachni on it. It takes forever. But let me do this real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Thanks for being patient. And here we go. So let's try to do this one real quick. This is the Strennis system, the Horsehead Nebula Strennis system. Horsehead Nebula Strennis. Okay. Can never remember stuff like that.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me?
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought about what you said, about eliminating the threat immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. You were right about Dr. Salian, too. Killing him was the only solution. This way, we'll know he'll never hurt anyone again.
Garrus will agree with whatever Shepard does or says. He's the best buddy of Mass Effect.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm going to reapply for Spectre training. It will probably kill my father, but I've got to try. If that doesn't work, I'll do just about anything, except go back to CSEC. I'm done with them. No more red tape, no more politics. From now on, I do things my way.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
See? And we'll go talk to Liara. But it's real easy to see, like, how Garrus is malleable, you know? That's why I've always called him, like, a chaotic good character. Maybe even a chaotic neutral, because you can turn him either way. Now we have to decide if we're going to romance Liara.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Okay.